Hello, my name is Anne, and I'll be taking you through a quick pre-run warm-up. We'll start by lying down on your mat with the knees bent, and just take a moment here to feel the base of your skull, your shoulder blades, and the sacrum, which is the lowest part of your spine, all on the mat. Front body to get the pelvis neutral. Think about zippering the front area from the pubic bone up towards your navel. Take a moment here and just breathe. You can put your hands on your outer side ribs and breathe into your hands. As you inhale, feel your ribs expand into your hands, and exhale. One more breath. Breathe into your hands and exhale. We're coming up into a low bridge. So hands on your thighs, making sure your elbows are not bent. Lengthen the tailbone towards your feet. Press your feet onto the mat as you lift your hips up into a low bridge. This is working on hip extension, so you don't need to go too high up. If you have any compression on your lower back, think about lengthening the tailbone more towards your feet. Draw that lower belly to your back and just breathe here. You can tap your glutes to make sure that the glutes are firing. Bring your hands onto the hip crease and we'll work on hip flexion here. So left leg comes up and down. Right leg up and down. Staying strong in those glutes. We want to warm up those glutes before you go out for your run. So keep alternating, one leg at a time, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time you'll stay here, keep lifted in your glutes, hands come up, palms facing the ceiling, grab your right fingers and pull them down towards you. As you're stretching your wrists, begin to lift your heels up and down. Keep lifting your heels up and down. We want to warm up the whole back side of the legs, the calves. Stretching your right fingers, pulling them down towards you. Switch hands. Keep lifting your heels up and down. And don't forget to breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels, hands come back onto the thighs, and then lower your upper body segmentally all the way down, one at a time. Next thing we'll do is just do some ab work. So keeping your hands down, bring your knees up, feet up straight. If you have tight hamstrings, you can always soften the knees a bit. You can have the knees bent a little bit. Now, as you exhale, lower the right leg. Again, you don't need to go too low, but keep drawing that lower belly to the back. Inhale, it comes back up. Exhale, left leg lowers. Inhale, leg comes back up. Right leg. So keep alternating the lowering and lifting of each leg. One at a time. Keep drawing that lower belly to the back each time as you lower and inhale, exhale. We'll do a few more of this. Now you can keep doing this, or maybe try and lift your upper body up. So bring your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, keep your elbows drawn in, lift your upper body, and then turn, alternating left and right as you lower the legs side to side. Few more. Keep drawing that lower belly to the back. 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in, bring your hands to your knees, and rock here side to side. So we've done a bit of core work and some glute activation. And I'll turn around and come onto all fours. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Walk your knees in closer to your hands and keep your spine long. So we don't want your back arching or rounded. So soften the shoulder blades a little bit. And we'll slide the left leg back, gaze is down, watching that your head is not drooping. Keep that head lifted with a slight chin tuck. Begin to rock on the left toes, forward and back, staying strong in the core, hugging in the abdominal muscles, and hugging in your left glute. Your left glute is on. Few more here. So just preparing the tissue at the back of the foot, the plantar fascia. Few more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg back in, and we'll do the other side. Slide your right leg back. Keep your chin lifted, head is not dropping, and begin to rock forward and back. Good, a few of this, and you can go longer than this video if you feel that it's giving you a bit of relief. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees back in, and then we'll do some fire hydrant moves. So keeping that pelvis level and making sure the movement is coming from the hip joint. Take the right leg out to the right and back in. So the movement doesn't need to be too big. Left leg out to the side. Alternate. Right leg out, left leg out. Keep strong in the abdominals so that you're not dumping or arching your lower back. Good. We'll do this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Down dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. You don't need to get your heels down. Think more about keeping your spine long. Soften your knees a little bit if you need to, and lift your hips up more towards the ceiling, getting that spine straight. Begin to swivel the heels so you're rocking on the toes. As you move your heels left and right, the heels are off the mat. And this is giving you a stretch on the side body. If you want a deeper stretch, you can crouch as you swivel the heels, the ball of your feet side to side. Good. A few more. 3, 2, and 1. Stay in your down dog. Left leg up. Bend your left leg. So when the leg is up, make sure your feet are facing the mat. Bend your left leg. And then we'll begin to circle within the hip joint. Make sure it's the thigh bone moving inside the hip joint. Don't compensate by moving the pelvis. Circle the other way. Good. Now, step the left leg forward. If it comes halfway, it's fine. Grab it with your hand, step it forward. Lower the right knee and be coming to a low lunge. Arms will reach up. Hugging your lower belly. Firm your right glute. Bring your left hand to the right glute. Reach your right to the right glute. Reach your right arm up even more and side bend. Opening up this right side. A few more breaths here. And exhale. Come back up. Left forearm will be on the left thigh. Reach your right knee off the floor. So for warrior variation, you can put your right hand on the hip. And now we're lifting the heel again and lowering. As you lift and lower, go slow and watch that the heel is not rolling over to one side. This is also targeting the calf muscles. We'll do 5 more. You can go as slow as you need to, keeping the control and making sure your heel is not rolling over. Last one, lift the heel and lower. And then we'll turn back to the front of the mat for some glute work. So you'll step the left leg back, sit on your left side of the hip, left forearm is down, right heel leg hovers, right hand is on the hip crease, and then we are pushing off that left hip as we come up and down. So this is targeting the glute mid muscle, which is important for gait when you're walking or running. So push into the floor to come up. Your right leg is hovering, it's not touching the left. Few more. Don't forget to breathe. 4, lower with control. 3, 2, and 1. We'll come back to the front of the mat, come into your down dog, and step the left leg forward a little bit. Right leg will go behind. Walk your hands back. Keep your spine long. You can bend your knees as much as you need to keep the spine long. If you have a block or a book, you can also use that to help create that length, especially if you find your back rounding. Breathe. Take a breath here. Walk your hands to the left for a stretch on this right side of the body. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Good. You'll walk the hands back to the right. Turn to face the back of the mat, and let's do the other side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Step your left leg back. Lower the left knee. Come into your low lunge. Arms will reach up. Palming that left glute. Bring your right hand to the left glute. Reach the left arm up even more and add a side bend to open up your left side. So you're going up and over, trying not to compress on the right side of your body. Come back up. Right hand comes onto the thigh. Lift your left knee off the floor. Open up the left hip. Left foot so that it's parallel to the short part of your mat. Left hand on the hip. Lift your right heel up and lower. Up, down, up, down. Good. 5 more. Lower with control. Keep pressing into the ball of the feet. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the heel back down. We'll come back onto all fours. Sit on the right side of your hip. Bring your right forearm down. Left hand is on the hip crease. Left leg hovers. It's not touching the right foot. Thighs. And then lift up and down. Exhale as you come up. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back onto the turn to your down dog. And then now same thing, we'll walk the right leg forward a little bit. Left leg will be behind you. Walk your hands back. Keep your spine long. And have your hands on blocks or something, a book. Get that spine straight. Breathe here. Good. Walk your hands to the right for a stretch on the left side. Keep breathing into that left side body. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Good. And then we'll walk back, hands forward. Come into your down dog. Right leg up, feet facing the mat. Bend your right leg and circle within that hip joint. So make sure it's the thigh bone moving in the hip joint. Your pelvis doesn't compensate. Few more. Circle the other way. Good. Step the left leg down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Lowering the heels, belly's on the thigh. Make a fist with your hands. Let your head drop. And breathe here. Breathe into the lower back. And exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. And that's enough. Enjoy your run. We'll have a post-run stretch afterwards. Thank you.